around on petty hates and shit.
Right.
So now it's like, all right, let me at least like be tame and actually learn what the fuck is around me instead of just thinking like I just gotta blaze through
jump out,
just fire everything up. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing about Shruggs back in the day with the trap shit too. It was like, let me just fire this shit up real quick because I know no one else is gonna do this. Everybody else is gonna go get hyphy.
Right, but let me go find the Gucci's. Let me go find yeah.
I know y'all listen to this shit.
3-6 and all that,
I know what y'all listen to in the car. It ain't this hyphy shit in the car. It's this trap shit in the car. It's this trap shit in the boutiques where we shop at frequently. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to bring that part of the culture out here because I understand where we come from is what we do. As well as like even on the white side, on the rock side, bro, all these big bands that we know today come from this state. Alone.
Come on, man. Apparently, my mom lived around the corner from Green Day. But I was a pesos in, so all that.
Metallica used to hang out in Richmond. Primus used to be in Richmond, all that shit. So like knowing the justification of why we're so egotistical about our own shit.
Oh, for sure.
You kind of like had to run with that shit, that Uncle Ben shit, bro. You gotta be like, hey man, look, I know what we have. So I'm not finna mess this up because I know what we have.
Well, it's funny you say that, and what I can speak to with that is, because I can tell you I'm about to transition to LA in the next 2 years. Like I have like a plan now. You know, I've been saying it for like 2 years. I have a plan. At least it's kind of working out in the way it's supposed to. But I say a lot of times the Bay Area, we have all the talent in the world, but we don't have the work ethic to match the talent. What comes to us easy may take people so long to achieve, right? But because we don't have industry, we don't understand how to apply that talent. That's the perfect. There's no real incentive. Like, there's these small labels. It's Empire over there. Cool. I ain't mad at that. I'm happy for that. But
we've done that before.
But it's not enough. Having Empire right there is wonderful because independence, Bay Area, all that. But it don't mean as much as Universal being what Universal is and cutting the type of checks that they cut, right? And I think it's juxtaposition because my uncle used to say this. He said, and he from LA. He said the difference between the Bay and LA is industry. He said, you as somebody that grew up in LA, you can go to the mall and all of a sudden now you just see Denzel just walking lolly da, and you just start to see these different things that may seem unattainable be very vastly attainable, where we don't necessarily have that. And I think that also plays into our work ethic because like we'll be like, no, we talented, we got this, we got the shit. Again, Pac said we got the game, but he also left.
Yes.
And that's why I'm at a point right now, like I gotta leave because there are some doors that can't be opened because I don't know where to find them. Like I can come back and open them, but while I'm here, nobody's opening them for me. Like that's why I was like, you the god of the underground, dog. You done played every show. You did every, like, I wonder what it looks like for Shruggs to say, hey, I'll leave and go over here and go take it on one.
That's something I've been trying to figure out for the past 2 years. I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been just thinking like, it's not like where I want to go. It's like how I'm gonna map out this whole thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like what's the trajectory that I really want to do? You know what I mean? I would love to go to the East Coast.
I was about to say, bro, I see Brooklyn in your eyes.
That's the first place I want to go.
I see Brooklyn in your eyes.
Might as well. I've also been thinking like, Brooklyn. There was a chance I had to go to Baltimore, but I counted on that because I had a job to secure out in the rich. So there was that. But nonetheless, East Coast is pretty much that. I thought about going to Europe a long time ago, but I was like, nah, I don't want to leave my family because they're getting old. You know what I mean? It was a lot of me like
fear, trying to hold on to something.
Fear of losing what I already had. Fear of losing what I already knew was inevitable. Because I already lost shit hella early. So like having that layered up is like, okay.
Trying to hold on to something.
Yeah, trying to hold on to something that I knew that was part of my identity out here.
You cooking.
Hence why I stayed in Richmond so fucking long. Because it was just like, man, shit.
I had I'm having the same thing. It's just like
it's beautiful. I had to realize like, bro, I'm from a beautiful ass fucking city. I know as kids we didn't really expect that shit.
And then when you get
niggas still in the projects.
But when I got older, I appreciated it. Exactly. Like, I was like, I mean, I'm looking around myself, I'm like, we in Berkeley right now, but it's like, and Berkeley's beautiful, but it's like,
we have beautiful like housing stuff and nature and agriculture around our shit, bro. I used to walk down San Pablo from Del Norte to my auntie house for a minute.
Just to walk.
It was just like, man, I had to because it's like, For one, I used to drive down the street all the time.
Okay.
I used to drive down crossing on my auntie house, whether I be in Crescents or not. It was always that. So I'm walking down the street every day and just thinking about that shit and just being around, just knowing all the cutty ways to get back up to Arlington and all that shit. It was like, yeah, no, this is literally the city that I really grew up around. And this is the beautiful shit that I actually should be looking at outside of the shit that I forced myself to look at. I forced myself to resonate with because of like whatever structures we was under, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty much it.
That was a brilliant. That's a, okay. Come on, nigga. You get on this. You try talking that talk. Well, then I'll ask you this. Then how do you describe your DJing style?
I would describe it as. I don't want to describe it as like party rock anymore. That was my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I would describe it as just a delightful B-roll camera experience. You know
okay, so
something you can walk into and be like, all right, cool. You know,
this is nice.
Niggas is chilling. Niggas ain't doing too much. Just people at the bars, people outside. Maybe niggas talking to me, talking to
right.
Just just a cool little soiree, so you can ease yourself into something outside of your, you know what I mean? Perspective and shit. That's pretty much what it's been. Nowadays, before then it was like, nigga, we rocking this shit out.
Oh yeah, no, I remember it used to be like how hard can we mosh?
Yes.
How hard, and then it's like it's details and stuff. Like I remember I wanted to throw a party. I should censor all of this while I'm saying it, but I used to want to throw this party where I might censor this. This might be hilarious. I wanted to throw a mixtape party for like everything from 2012 up until like 2016. Right, like but maybe from 09 to, because I mean Pac Div, Finally Famous, Cushion RJ, the shit Mac Miller kids, and just because there's a eclectic group of people that remember what that felt like.
It was all in the air at the same time.
You know, literally. Remember, it used to. Jason fucked me up because Jason had me. I haven't talked to Jason in like damn near 15 years. But Jason used to come to school with the iPod.
Yeah, he did.
So I had mine, but he used to download music. He was really a LimeWire baby. So were you. So I have him give me some shit. Whoop. Then all of a sudden, that's when Wayne was the greatest. That's when I was shit. If this was 09, I was a fan of Drake until that spring. I came back from spring break. Remember, I thought he was the greatest ever. Exactly. In middle school, I was like, he the greatest. Oh, nope, don't like this. But all the music that came from that. There are people that were on the internet watching and listening to that. More than just the Cushion OJs, like the Cabin Fevers, the Space Ghost Perps. Like I texted you the other day, I was like, dog, how am I in a deep Space Ghost Perp hole right now?
Right.
Like, you remember Raider Clan Dre. Like, Raider Clan Dre. What? I was so conflicted when Rocky and Hill was beefing. I was like, oh, cuz. But I wanted to do that because I think it spoke to this thing, and I remember when you used to DJ, or you still DJ, but at that time, you used to play the shit that you listen to in the car.
Yeah.
And I think that's such an underappreciated thing right now. I'd be curious at how you feel about the mashup DJs right now.
Okay, so like with the mashup shit, it's nothing new.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So a long time ago, I'd say about like 10 to 15 to 20, you feel me? There was this dude named Girl Talk. White dude, computer programmer, some type shit. He already on Coachella doing mashups with all the white pop songs from yesteryear, back when like Justice and them was still trying to get on the stages. Okay. So hearing this now and hearing how it is, hearing how technology has advanced the shit, I'm not surprised. I'm delighted, and I'm also, I guess, like, underwhelmed because nowadays anybody can make their own little fucking mashup.
And I'm glad you said that because
it defeats the purpose of actually valuing the music that we collect. Because there was a point in time where we used to actually have to buy the record where we'll have the instrumental and the vocals separate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
Kel told me about that. He said, and he specifically because I asked him because I've been wanting, I won't Kel the DJ so bad he won't come back to the game. He said if he came back to the game, he's doing house music only. That's it. That's all he's doing.
He can fuck with me.
Yeah. Look, he said he's only doing house music, but he said he'll never DJ again because he's whatever. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. But. I remember going to the parties where you could tell time slots are important.
Yes.
So how you open a party, how you float in the party, how you get the party rocking, and how you close that bitch out is a thing. I remember watching people like transition into songs, when transitions were a thing. But now people don't even care about the transition. They care about the blend. I don't necessarily know if I want to listen to the Yin Yang Twins mix with a new beat. Like I'm off that because it's taken away from the sport of it. It felt very competitive. Yeah. It felt very, hey, oh no, you nice, but I remember we would me, you, and all, we would sit here like this, and I'm not even a DJ, I just used to dance, so I know what to anticipate. I'm sitting here like this, listening, like, and then you wait, you're like, you missed it. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, and now you don't even have to worry about mixing it, because you could just mesh songs together and just go into the, drop one song to pick up the other song, and I feel like that's a cheat code.
I mean, it's a cheat code as well as a tool, you feel me? I would rock it the way I would rock it. Probably the same way everybody else do, but at the same time, like, I also know how to do that shit without that. I kind of learned how to do it without all of that, without the technology. So it's kind of like it's a mulligan for me. It's like I could pay for this service right now, but I already know how to do this shit from scratch. So it's like,
let me just make these cookies. I don't need to get the pre-made shit.
I already know how to make the cookies.
Let me just make I can just make the dough and do it myself.
Yeah. Conflate this whole thing, or I could just have one plan. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. It's like, I understand that we've kind of conflated the entertainment industry so that everything is kind of all in one. Yeah. And now it's to the point where everything is misconstrued when it comes to a show. The rapper is now performing as a DJ, and the DJ has to perform as the fucking go-go dancer.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just a real thing that I'm still trying to like develop my fucking opinion on without being so fucking
jaded. Yeah,
so it's a sensitive fucking thing, I guess. But I welcome it nonetheless, because it brings more access to the music too. Because a lot of this shit is like, niggas don't got music, bro. Last time, bro, niggas was at Jupiter. Niggas played what was that shit? They played Ain't No Fun, but it was a cover, like a vocoder cover of it. And I was like, and at the time, this was before Snoop did the whole Death Row revamp shit. So I'm like, first thing I thought, like, oh, that nigga ain't got the song. He ain't got the fucking song. Right. This nigga don't know. He doesn't download music.
He don't know how to go. Yeah, like how we go find it no matter what. Yeah, you don't know how to put your computer through it because you gotta get the song.
Not to mention all them databases are fucking deleted and fucked off too.
Yeah.
So knowing that in my head, I'm like, okay, I can't get mad at the kids doing that shit. I can't get mad at everybody doing that shit, because they're actually trying to find a new
way to do what we used to do.
Yeah, way to discover this shit in a different way. So I can't be mad at them. Right. You know what I mean? I just gotta let them play their game.
Man.
Just gotta let them play the game, bro.
I'm glad you said something, because you know me, I'm from the sport of watching y'all do it from the sport aspect of it. I'm like, nah, you. DJing to be the best at what that looks like and what that feels like, right?
Another thing too is that we don't really take time to actually study a lot of shit that we get into, as far as like our generation and the kids,
for sure.
We don't ever really take time to actually look at the history of shit, or look at the history of where you're from and how this shit actually culminated from where you come from.
Yes.
I know a lot of these girls, I know a lot of these DJs don't know about Steph 415. They don't know about Pam the Funkstress for real.
Right, okay.
They don't know about like the OGs of this motherfucker that still can congregate around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers actually like innovated and actually was scratching this shit down. You know what I'm saying? That was actually doing these competitions out here before we came about and just made it cool.
Right, because everybody can go get a table right now for Amazon. They don't.
It's $250 right now.
Right, and that could just be the intro, which is nothing wrong with that, because it's like, I think it's like, for me as a photographer, I want everybody to shoot. I want everybody to shoot. You can go grab a camera.
Right.
But I want you to also appreciate the access to how accessible it is. Because at one point it wasn't. Like today, bro, got a camera. Bottom of it, I was shooting it and I couldn't unload it, bro. I had to drive to San Rafael to go get a button pushed or whatever. Like it was like a whole thing.
Whole process.
But it's like, that is a part of the journey of being a photographer when you really care about it. And I'm not saying that somebody isn't a photographer because they don't care about it. I just would like to know that there is a sense of urgency around the access to this thing that I love. And so when I look at DJing, I love DJing. Tried to do it. Not for me. I'm sorry. Music wave files. They just don't. I can't see it the way.
It's a lot of
clutter. Yeah, it's like I thought. But I'm listening to what's the song? I think it's the Mr. Morale song or whatever. I think that's the song, Mr. Morale. And I was like, this should be blended into Black Skinhead. BPMs are totally different.
Yeah.
But the same drum progression, the same progression, but it's just this.
It's a
tempo thing, and it's like, yeah, you speed it up. It sounds like it's like,
yeah.
In my mind, it works.
It's an art form and a science and all up in the same thing, bro.
And for me, I'm getting to a point where I'm so respectful of that, and if I don't have the willingness to learn how to do it, I just appreciate it. Well, yeah, because I appreciate it. Like, I love rap music. I love music in general. So I'll try to make some music. I think there is a way to be a producer without having to actually touch the board. I'm a staunch believer in Rick Rubin. Like, that's me. That's my end goal when I'm 40 and I can do it and I'm whatever.
Right.
But with DJing, it's not like that. You need to respect you gotta
respect the game.
Come on, bro. Downloading music. I remember I was talking to Kel. He said people don't know what it's like when Future dropped Dirty Sprite. Like, they don't know what it was like to go online that night and look for the right mix, because you can find the one, but now it's tagged up all the time. And then it's like, oh, if you have the one that's too clean, then you need one with the tag because it's gonna add the flair. Like,
I think nowadays they experience that, but through streaming sites, and they don't have the necessity or like the notion to be like, I gotta consume this and actually take this for what it is. Meaning that they're only getting a sample from their phone. You know what I'm saying? It's fun for mobile all over again. It's like, you can listen to this on your phone,
right? But
you really can't put this on a turntable and play it from here,
because it's not as simple as that.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the aux cord. Well, not Steph, but like, it's the aux cord idea where I can just plug up and go, but it's not that simple.
Same.
Yeah, and it's not that simple.
That too.
Right.
So it's a combination with just the it's an accessibility thing.
Man, look,